You say you want peace, a quiet life, stable relationships, no drama. But look at your patterns. Every time things get calm, something happens. A fight starts. A decision falls apart. You pull away from the person who's actually good for you. You create a problem where there wasn't one. And you tell yourself it's bad luck. It's not. There's something your mind is doing, something most people never catch, that makes chaos feel like the right place to be. Not comfortable exactly, but familiar. And to your brain, familiar and safe are the same thing. That's the trap. Because you're not looking for peace. You're looking for what you grew up inside. And if what you grew up inside was unpredictable, loud, or unstable, then calm doesn't feel like rest. It feels like the silence before something goes wrong. So your mind does what it was trained to do. It finds the fire. The question is, why? And more importantly, can you stop it without even realizing you're doing it? That's exactly what this is about. Meet David. He grew up in a house where love came with conditions, where silence meant someone was angry, where a good day always felt like it was borrowing time from a bad one. He learned early. Stay alert. Stay ready. Because the moment you relax, that's when it hits. He grew up, moved out, built a life, and then something unexpected happened. He met someone calm, stable, kind. No games, no explosions, just steady. And it terrified him. Not because she was wrong for him, but because she was right. And right didn't feel real. Right felt like a setup. So slowly, without planning it, he started testing her, pushing small buttons, creating distance, misreading her silence as rejection, her patience as weakness. He picked fights that didn't need to happen. And when she finally pulled back, exhausted, he felt something strange. Relief. Not happiness. Not satisfaction. Relief. Like his body had been waiting for the other shoe to drop. And now that it had, he could finally breathe again. That's not a love story gone wrong. That's a nervous system running an old program. David didn't destroy that relationship because he didn't care. He destroyed it because somewhere in his mind, chaos was the only home he ever knew how to live in. Have you ever noticed this in your own life? Here's what nobody tells you. Your nervous system doesn't know the difference between familiar and safe. It only knows what it recognizes. If you spent your early years inside unpredictability, a parent who was loving one moment and cold the next, a home that never quite settled, your brain built a map. A map that says, this is what life feels like. So when real calm arrives, when someone is consistent, when nothing is on fire, your brain doesn't celebrate. It sends a warning. Something is wrong. This isn't how things are supposed to feel. And if it can't find a threat, it builds one. This is called nervous system conditioning. It runs deeper than your thoughts, deeper than your intentions. You can want peace with your whole mind and still destroy it with your behavior, because your body was trained to survive chaos, not rest inside calm. Now here's the twist. The people who seem addicted to drama, who self-destruct right before things get good, they're not weak. They're not toxic. They're loyal. Loyal to the emotional environment they were raised inside. That one word changes everything. Here's what's uncomfortable. You didn't choose this pattern, but you are choosing to keep it. Every time you walk away from something stable, every time you create a problem in a perfectly good situation, every time you feel that pull toward people who feel intense and unpredictable, that's not fate. That's a decision your nervous system is making for you. And most people never catch it. They spend their whole lives blaming circumstances, calling themselves unlucky, never realizing they are the one constant in every story that falls apart. That's the real trap, not your past, the fact that you've mistaken the cage for home. So what actually changes it? Not motivation, not a mindset shift. One question. Every time you feel the urge to run from something calm, stop and ask yourself, is this real or is this just familiar? Those two things are not the same. And somewhere inside, you already know the difference. You've always known. That's what makes it so hard. Because the problem was never your life. It was never bad luck. It was never the wrong people. It was the version of reality your pain taught you to call normal. And you've been protecting it ever since.